Rules. The plaintiff says the defendant, her mother-in-law, takes over her kitchen and her fridge, and she's tired of the way she acts like she owns the place. She says her mother-in-law sneaks unhealthy meals like spaghetti and meatballs into the fridge, and she's had enough. The defendant wants Dr. Oz to help prove her hearty family meals are better than a healthy meal no one wants to eat.
Health court is now in session, and this case hits close to home. Jennifer actually works for the show. You decided to turn in your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law, why?
I did. Well, you always taught me to live a healthy lifestyle and make healthy choices. But the one thing you did not teach me is how to deal with my crazy Italian mother-in-law who doesn't take no for an answer. So I had to bring her here today because I need her help.
How long have you been married to the defendant's son?
We've been married a few months. We're still newlyweds, but it does feel like we've been married for a lifetime.
All right, so now you have moved in together. You got the mother-in-law pretty close to you. You feel that she is infiltrating, I should say, your business.
That is correct.
Do you have any evidence to substantiate these accusations?
I do. I shot some footage of my fridge to show you.
Please share it with the court.
Dr. Oz, you asked for evidence, so here is the evidence. My mother-in-law is making me eat unhealthy. Not one piece of food in my fridge was made by me. It was all cooked by her. Let's take a look. We have chicken cutlets, we have sausage and peppers, fried eggplant, more chicken, fresh mozzarella, we got spaghetti and clams, spaghetti and meatballs, more pasta, some cold cut bread, and look at all this cheese. Cheese, and more cheese. And she even brings us dessert. And she says, eat fat. It's good for digestion. Then you won't be fat.
Defendant, I couldn't help but notice your expression as you were watching that video. Why are you sneaking food into your daughter-in-law, the plaintiff's home?
Speaking, I'm ringing the doorbell. They answer the door, I give them the food.
You live a block away. You're stalking us.
I'm not stalking you. You work so hard. I just want you to come home and have dinner ready.
Well, she's tugging on our heartstrings, the defendant. However, I've seen this rodeo before. So plaintiff, you agree that your mother-in-law has no boundaries. She doesn't make healthy foods when she comes over and rings that doorbell so innocently. Is that a charge that you believe is substantiatable?
It is.
I don't agree.
Well, what kinds of foods do you think are healthy?
Well, I use extra virgin olive oil. I use the best garlic. I use the best tomatoes. I use the best pasta. What's not healthy about that?
Like, what kinds of foods is she bringing in with the garlic and the olive oil, even though it's high quality?
Lots of pasta, lots of fried foods. You know, me and my husband, we own a pizza truck on Long Island, Marciano's Pizza Truck. It's family owned. Carmela works on the pizza truck. So on the weekends, we make pizza and pasta and all these delicious Italian foods.
But we don't always eat that.
Yes, you
because
do.
I bring other
You
food.
make fried
Order in
pizza
the court,
dough.
please. Order. Are you fearful of gaining weight because of your mother-in-law's intrusive behavior?
Yes, and we have gained weight since the wedding.
That's not my fault.
That's why we're here today in health court. When it comes to family traditions and mothers-in-law, I know enough not to upset either. But my expert witness knows all about food, family, and feuding. Please welcome the OG from Bravo's Real Housewives of New Jersey, the woman who once said her family is as thick as thieves. And she was serious. That's right. Please welcome Caroline Manzo. And Caroline is bringing out the next piece of evidence all by herself. It is ponderously heavy, evidently.
It's bigger than me.
And what have you brought with you?
I have brought Exhibit A, guys.
Oh my goodness, what is on there,
Give me a
Caroline?
minute. My trained Italian eye tells me there's about 8 pounds of pasta here. We've got clams with the spaghetti. We've got cannolis. We've got subs. We've got pizza. It looks like chicken parm or eggplant or something like that. This, guys, is just an example of some of the things that Mama sneaks into her daughter-in-law's refrigerator on a weekly basis.
Caroline, come join me on the dais here. Defendant, what do you see when you look at this table, besides good-looking food?
I see a mother's love, an Italian mother. What else does she do?
Caroline, before we get to additional evidence, do you agree with that statement and you have some questions for our litigants?
I get you. You are me. I have 3 children myself. Food is love.
Absolutely.
But health is love too. And I have thoughts on this as well. I myself have lost 30 pounds since January. I had to change everything about my world, my mind, with my children in mind because of my children. They put me on that road. So I'm going to let the judge talk to them, and then we'll talk about it later. We'll see where we land.
So Caroline's seen some big-time family fights in her day. You've witnessed them. I've seen you famously flip the table, the Jersey style.
I was there. I did no flipping of my own. I
You
was
witnessed.
there. I witnessed it.
You witnessed it. Should
Yeah.
this table be flipped? You know, what do we do about this?
I think it should be metaphorically flipped. Yes, to a degree. To a degree.
This case has become about family traditions versus new healthy ways of cooking. When we come back, a head-to-head competition. Grandma's home cooking. Is it spaghetti and meatballs versus her daughter-in-law's healthy cooking? I'll call it Zoodles and meatballs. Plus, for the first time in health court history, I'm bringing out a surprise witness. Stay tuned. Promotional consideration. We are back with our sauciest health court case yet. The defendant, the sweet, loving Nona, is being accused of sabotaging dinner time by sneaking in heavy pastas and sandwiches into the plaintiff's kitchen. The plaintiff, who's a newlywed, says she's been gaining weight since the wedding and wants her and her husband to eat healthier. Joining us as expert witness is Bravo star Caroline Manzo, who knows a lot about food and family and tradition. And now, for our surprise witness, for the first time ever in health court, he is the plaintiff's husband, but the defendant's baby boy. Come on out, Marciano. There he is.
Oh, really?
What side will he take? Mark, you're a smart man. You know, purposely are right in the middle, which is a very dangerous place to be, but the only possible place for you. What are we looking at here?
Always right in the middle.
Yes, I can imagine what that's like. So what have you brought as evidence here, Marciano?
This is 1 week of empty containers of food that she brings to our house.
Oh my
I
goodness.
recognize it because you usually throw it away.
Caroline, in front of you are 2 pastas, 2 bowls of these pastas. One is made the traditional way, the way the defendant would have normally made it, right?
Right.
Spaghetti and meatballs. The other is the plaintiff's version, which looks like it's Zoodles and
Zoodles.
meatballs.
Yep.
Marciano, would you come taste these and see which one you like more?
We're going to let the court decide.
You don't want to get involved.
No.
I guess I'm the court.
You're the court. Well, you don't go home with either of the plaintiff or defendant, so
This is
you're a
true.
little safer.
I'll
so
try it.
You've been tasting these, and she'll give her one more second to identify. I have to applaud the plaintiff for making the Zoodles and meatballs, because it looks like an ambitious attempt. But it's got to taste acceptable, or it doesn't matter what else we find. What do you think?
Both of them are great. Different vibe. Different vibe, but fine. To me, I'll eat both of these and be happy. I'll be healthier with this one, which ultimately is going to make me happier. And my kids, because they have them on around a little longer. So,
So listen, this becomes hard evidence in front of you. Is an envelope.
yes.
You are seeming to prefer the Zoodles, but let's just see what the data says around this. Carbs in Mama Bear's traditional pasta with the meatballs, and that is
45 grams.
45 grams of carbs. Please compare that to the Zoodles made by the plaintiff. Compared to 45, it is 12 grams.
Yeah, but what does it taste like?
It's delicious. You should retrain your mind. It's delicious. And you know what? You love to cook. Have fun with it.
Is there a compromise that might actually get the defendant over the hump here?
Yes. This is what I do during the week. I make chicken meatballs, turkey meatballs. I bake them. I don't fry them. I make pasta. They've got pasta out there made from chickpeas, lentils, edamame. Make that instead.
Defendant, what do you think about this idea of altering the recipe a little bit?
It might be tough.
It is tough, but it's worth it. You'll
It
find
might be
love it.
tough. I don't make that much pasta. It's my fried chicken cutlets that they like.
That they like.
And I'm bringing them over tonight.
I'm ready to make my ruling, but before I do that, I'm ordering that you, the plaintiff, and you, the defendant, work out a family dinner recipe book. Something, a schedule that allows you to visit when you need to with traditional meals that are acceptable, but still traditional the way you like them. But that's got to be a schedule. Can we do that?
We can do that.
All right. Family food and traditions are important. I adore them. You adore them. In fact, for all of us, they're critical. Both the plaintiff and the defendant are, in their own way, trying to hold on to all three of these things. Family food and tradition is about love, which makes this case not as simple as who's right and wrong. So for the first time in health court history, this case is dismissed.
No, he wins.
I think it was very fair.
I don't think so.
And I'm not eating those mushroom noodles.
They weren't mushrooms.
What are they?
Zucchini. Tonight, I'm gonna make the green noodles.
Okay. We're going out to dinner.
Do you want to take someone in your life to health court? Go to DrOz.com/health court to submit your case.